Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this particular video we are going to see how to write try and except in Python. Okay, so this is going to be very short video, so I'll give some tips and tricks how to write try and except block in Python. So let's get started. So first we will see a simple example of try, except and else block. So here I have written a simple code. So in the first line I have mentioned that I will be reading a file in the read mode. So in case if the file is not present, it will throw an error. So that error will be catched by this except block, and it will open the file in the write mode, right? So if you open the file in write mode, it's basically create the file if the file doesn't exist. So then I'll be writing something into the into that file, right? And in the else block, so I'll be reading the content. So try block will execute the code. So if there is any error, it will come to the except block, and if doesn't find any error, then it basically execute the else block. Okay, so currently you can see under my directory I don't have the file mentioned here. Okay, so if I execute this code, see, if I execute this code, so it basically created this file.txt file and it print the content of it, right? In the first run it did not find the file, so it basically did not throw any error. It basically created this file and print the content hello world into the file. So this is very simple example, and one thing you must note here is I did not mention any type error here, right? So what kind of error I am trying to catch in this except block? So you must avoid this kind of except clauses, right? So basically it is too broad, to handle all the exceptions. So in case if there is multiple code inside your try block, you will not able to understand what is causing this error, right? So here I have taken one more example. So you can see here in the try block I have added two more lines of code. So in the first line I am trying to open the file, right? So in the second line I have mentioned a simple dictionary and I am trying to print the content of the dictionary, right? So by default I mentioned a wrong key, right? But the issue here that I want you to understand is, so in case if the file doesn't present or my dictionary key doesn't present, all of this error will be coming under this except block, right? So because we have not mentioned specifically the error name, so this kind of try except block you should always avoid, right? So we'll see the example how to make it better. So you can see here I have make that code little bit better. So basically in the first except block I have mentioned that if the file is not present, then it will catch this error, right? So in the second except block I have mentioned the key error. Suppose the key is not present, then it's going to catch this error in this except block, right? So you always should try to mention the error name in your except block, so that in case if it throws any error, you can obviously trace back the error, so where the error is coming, right? And I have also mentioned the final block here, finally. So it basically execute after all the try, except and else block, right? So here I have tried to take a real life scenarios that you might come across, right? So here I am trying to take an input from the user in the form of integer, but in case the user provides any string value instead of integer, the execution of the code will keep on running, right? So let's see how this happens. So it's asking me a number. Let's give any string value here. So what is happening here is, in the try block, right, I am trying to ask for input. So also I am trying to add that integer value with 100, right? So in the except block, right, so what happens if you did not pass any integer value, it will basically go into this value error when it tries to add the 100 here. So it will continue. So from here it will go onto this while block and the loop will continue, right? So when I give an integer here, let's see 100, so it basically did not come to this except block, it came to this else block and it come out of this loop by using the break statement. Okay. So the final example I have here is how to raise your own error, right? So here I have code that it will be asking a value, a integer value. So in case if the value is lesser than 100, it will basically raise this error. So in this way you can raise your own error. So I just try to give you an example here. So later on if you see any code related to this, it should be familiar to you, right? So this is an example of raising your own error. I hope guys all these tips and tricks related to writing try, except and else block will be helpful to you. So please do like to my video content here, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.